5, 4, 3, 2.
Look at you, Jesse. And you're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I learned that from Strip.
You learned that from Strip.
Yes, sir.
You understand we had a school board trustee, Joyce Foreman, here online earlier, so you just wanted to make sure you just let her know. That's what it was. So we got people tuning in right now. Amy Smith, Pam Jackson. Yeah, we see you. We see you. Charlotte Wooten back on. Yeah, we see you. We see you. So if you were hiding, it's showing up on him. It's showing up right there. But I'm not gonna call you out. We just like to thank you very much for tuning in to the Commish Radio Show. This Tuesday special. We normally don't do our specials during the week. We just normally don't do our shows during the week. We do them on the weekend. Thus, it's special. That's the way that works. It is the way that works. So I am so happy to have our guest, Miss Teiana Banks, Tia Banks. So I'm glad to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, when you called me up and you expressed the desire to come on the show, I was very thrilled about having you on the show.
Me too.
For the most obvious reason, your father meant a quite deal to me because he got me my start on over-the-air radio, which is not the internet radio, over-the-air radio on Heaven 97. So he got me my start. I remember those phone call conversations, and I spoke at his wake and everything. But that was an occasion that I didn't get an opportunity to talk to you, but now I have the opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Thank you. So how have you been?
Whew. I've been well. It's been rough. When you lose a parent, it's like learning how to do life all over again. It's like an amputation. You can still do the same things that everyone else can, but it takes some retraining. And, you revisit those moments where you remember, well, my dad's not here anymore.
Right. You ever you want to call him up sometimes?
Yeah. He visits me in my dreams here and there. And we will always see this red bird sitting out on his patio.
Mm-hmm.
So before we finished selling his house, I saw the red bird one more time, like 2 days before the new movers came in. So it was it's nice. He speaks to me, and I'm a lot like him. For anybody who knows me.
Well, you don't talk like him.
No, but I do have his voice, just that cadence. Mm-hmm. He was an actor and was just in entertainment, of course. So I have a lot of his attributes.
And I understand you act as well.
I am.
So you're an actress.
I am an actress.
Is that right?
Yes, I am.
I too am an actress as well. I played in that great classic by Victor McLaughlin, Texas Voodoo Zombies. You can catch that right now. Catch that. I want you guys to go out and order that. I played the chief preacher and everything.
Really?
I got acting credits. Acting credits.
I can see those vibes.
Yeah. So what movies have you been in?
Well, the main movie I have is upcoming. It's called Little Boys by Arthur Muhammad, the same writer from Carter High.
Right.
On Netflix.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, it's an amazing story about a young guy who was a genius. His little brother dies, and his mom goes into a depression, so he has to find a way to, provide for the household. And so he goes to the dark market, starts selling drugs, gets caught, and then the movie starts with his journey to be rehabilitated back in society. And so I play the love of his life.
Okay.
So it's a great story.
So you actually have actually, I just had one scene. You got more than one scene.
Yes. I guess I would say I'm his co-star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Arthur Jordan Muhammad. He live around the corner from me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. We were neighbors.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't tell him that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I used to throw papers at his house for his father. I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, so Dallas is a small world, very small world. So yeah, you know.
He's great. He's amazing.
And he came on this. He's been on the show several times.
Oh, I didn't tell him I was coming. He probably, you know.
Well, we'll take a picture. We'll
send it to him.
So, how did you get involved in acting?
Ooh, well, I grew up doing poetry and dance, and then
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to high school, W.T. White.
Okay.
Yes, Warren Travis White, and then, but it was my 8th grade year at T.C. Marsh, and they were doing a play, and I don't know what happened with the girl who was supposed to play this part, and my friend who was in it asked me if I could take over for her. And I was like, okay, I've never really acted. I mean, I'm dramatic, so I figured I could do it. And after that, I was just in love being able to tell a story in fake circumstances, but to bring it to life, to live in someone else's shoes, and to be able to evoke emotion from the audience, you know? And that's just been my passion.
So you like to look at the audience, and if the audience buys into it, then you've done your job.
Yeah. Well, now I started out theater, but I segued into film. So film and theater are it's 2 different things, even though they're both the art of acting. But film is so intimate. Like even blinking your eyes is just like a huge clap in the camera. Right. You know, and theater acting is so big, and you have to project, and you have different moments for each. So I prefer the film side.
So you prefer the film because the film, going over that again, every nuance in film.
Yes. It's more like real life. Like right now we're talking, I'm not like, hey, Ed Grady, yes, I'm an actress. You know, I'm just talking to you, and I can see into your eyes and spend each moment there, and not, doing it for 300 people. I'm doing it just for me.
Just one person.
Imitating life.
Life imitates
art. Yes.
See,
yeah, I
know. Now you've been acting now, in this role that you have is coming up, and you say we can catch it. But you also have other things that's going on in the community that you do. I watched your Facebook, and I saw some of the things you posted. And I saw that was a good fit for you and I to talk, because, strong sister. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, with my earrings, always walking with a message. Black Lives Matter. All day, every day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah. So, I have an event coming up in the honor of my father called Pass the Torch, where we're giving out free professional attire for new high school graduates and young adults 18 through 22. And it first started with just, I had to think of something to do with all my father's suits, because if you knew him, he was always clean. Always clean. And so I'm like, and we gave a few to my his brother, but then I thought, I can't possibly give all of these suits to one person. Like, there's no way someone can wear that all. And so I figured, my dad was really huge in the community, had a big heart for young people. And I had an idea where I'm like, why don't I give his suits to young men who are starting their lives? And just the thought of seeing my dad's clothing, in my mind, just walking around the city, and, just casting vision for anything you want to create, because that's who my father was. So that's how I had the idea called Pass the Torch, giving opportunity and power to the next generation. And it turned into more of like a networking event. So not only are we giving away these free business clothes, but we're going to have 2 keynote speakers. And
who's the keynote speaker?
So it's a lady named Raffinay Sanders. She was a teen mother, but she was determined not to fall into any statistic. So she started her own business. She is the first Black female of Dallas to have a large business in brand ambassading. And so she'll be there sharing about how to create the future of your dreams. And so the ex-NFL player Demetrius Fields, he played, I believe it was for the Browns for a short season. He'll also be speaking on how to stay in the game of life. Because we can have dreams of what we want, but it takes discipline and ongoing changing your mind, changing your mindset to be in the game, to be on the court, to be on the stage. So how do we give that to these young people that, yes, like we, you know, when we're young, I remember being younger.
Yeah, your memory is a lot shorter than mine. Because I've been young, it was like, I was young, it was disco. So,
Yeah.
So it's been a long time since I've been young. Go ahead.
But yeah, I remember being younger and we have these dreams of what we want to do and we never think of it not coming true.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get older and you start thinking, wow, well, should I settle? Should I do this? Because I have to pay this bill. I have to pay that bill. Maybe you have a kid or two. And what's possible begins to shrink. And I'm a stand for everybody living the life that they create and how to do that. Because you can dream, but bringing that into reality only goes through the vessel of discipline and daily actions. And so that is what I pray this event imparts to this next generation of how to reach that, to spark it, and then how to reach it. Because I believe anything's possible, but it takes work and it takes resources.
Which type of resources are you requesting?
Requesting from our Dallas community, if you have any lightly used professional clothing, men and women of all sizes.
Lightly used.
Lightly used.
Don't be trying to go ahead like you get ready to give a donation.
No, lightly used.
Lightly used.
Yeah, and you're late on your spring cleaning, I will take any and all donations. If you want to give a monetary tax deductible gift, we take those too. And that goes into all of the expenses with advertising, food, getting new suits, and women's apparel so that we can have enough for the event.
So you have women's apparel as well?
Yes, we're collecting men and women. And it doesn't have to be like a suit jacket and everything. It can be just professional type clothing, button downs, vests, sweaters.
Do you think our young people want to dress like that? We live in such a casual world.
Yeah, but that's why they need to know that that's not going to get them the job. Like, you can't go into...
Get casual once you get the job.
You get casual after after you clock out.
Oh, that's different. That's different. So
yeah.
You don't go to work like,
with no flip-flops on at your job interview,
or then come to work with it like that.
Yeah, no.
What about what if I just look real sharp and I just left the club,
What do you wear to the club?
Well, I'm old, so I wear suits and stuff. But younger people. It's been a long time since I've been young, as you guys know.
Oh, you young at heart.
Yeah, well, that's all. That's good. But what about dressing the part?
I think that's exactly right. You have to dress the part. So depending on what type of job I'm going to, like there's sometimes, you can wear a button down and some slacks, but then there's sometimes you need to put on that suit jacket, get your Olivia Pope swag on. And so we would teach them the difference and why it's important, like not to wear jeans and a nice shirt versus wearing slacks and a nice shirt. And I do think it's better to assume that you need to be more, formal with your dress for an interview versus, thinking that it'll be okay if you get a little.
So it's best to go over.
I think so. Yeah, be prepared. Looking too much versus not hitting what your employer's standards might be.
So we have the deal about being properly attired.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have? You said something about food too.
Yes. I'm working on a food donation right now, but if not, my mom is a great cook, so she's gonna throw some roast on the grill, or not the grill though. See, I don't even cook that much. I'm actually vegetarian, but she'll throw the roast in the oven.
What are you gonna eat then?
Salad, pasta, chips. There's a lot of things I could eat.
And where is this going to be at?
This is going to be at the MLK Center.
Okay,
at the gym.
there ain't too many vegetarians around.
I know, only me.
No, you need to make sure you bring a lot of protein, some meat to go with that. So how many people you expect?
I'm getting prepared for about 300. But if I get 100, I would be happy. If I get at least 100, even one. I mean, if I can spark one life then that's more than I did yesterday. But I am praying these young kids come out because it's just a slew of opportunity. And I know when I was 18, even though I was going to a 4-year university, you know, that
What school was that?
UT Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have loved something like this because I can know. Sometimes I still don't know what to do. But when you have those resources, it makes it a lot easier. Just meeting one connection. Like, you knew my father. So all I had to do is have lunch with his best friend. And she's like, you know, I think you should talk to Ed Gray. Oh, my gosh. And then that was one contact that could lead to so many other things. And that's what we're trying to create here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What are the hours?
1 p.m. through 4.
A short period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to keep y'all all day. It's Saturday. We can get to the point and move on.
Okay. Introduce the topic and drop.
Yeah.
See, my man over there knows exactly where they came from. Tupac Shakur. Yeah.
Hey, Tupac.
That's it.
Yeah.
1 to 4. Who else are you going to have outside of the cooks? And you gave me the keynote speakers.
Yes. And so we're going to have Jack in the Box district manager will be there with more information for possible employment opportunities. We have Workforce Solutions Dallas that will also be there, that they actually help you get a job. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, all you got to do is show up. They will help you get a job, have a what's that called? Internship.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do well, you can plant the job for good. And so they're going to be there. We have a representative from UTA Arlington there that will give you higher education information. We have someone from different health providers there. You know, if you need insurance and dentistry providers, they'll be there.
So they'll be there to make sure that everyone has opportunity to increase their health.
Yeah, like if you need insurance.
Because there's a connection between health and wealth.
Yeah. You got to feel good to, you know, do things.
That's a good thing. What else you have going on?
Let me see, who else? Oh, I got a list.
Are you good?
Oh my gosh, I should have wrote this down.
No, you're fine. This is good. We just want everyone to understand what's going on. We want to make sure that you come out on, what's the date?
It is the 14th.
14th, July 14th.
At 1.
At 1.
Yes, and we're trying to start promptly.
Get there at 12:30.
Yeah.
Okay? Get there at 12:30 because we have a lot going on. We're trying to give people opportunity to be employed. We want to increase your health and your wealth. So we want to make sure you do that. And we're also going to make sure, you know, you get booted and suited.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
We got College Greeks coming. They're hosting the part of how to dress the part.
College Greeks?
Yes.
Which ones you have coming?
Well, I got the Deltas locked down and the Alphas should be there. I'm waiting on a last minute confirmation.
Which ones are you? Let's call them up right now.
Are you Greek?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Of course.
Maybe you can do the part.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
But you know, you got your connections on there.
Yeah.
First of all, seventh of all, we shall transcend all.
Yeah.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Got it. Well, if I was Greek, I would be AKA, but I love my Deltas, and my cousin is actually Delta. So I represent.
Well, we're all part of the Divine Nine. So this is about giving back. You know, the Black Greekdom is basically the only fraternities and sororities who consistently give back once they graduate from the yard. So this is not about us being in competition to be the best. This is about us being ready to help everyone. So this is what we're about.
That's awesome. And then we have a portion where we'll be talking about resume building and interviewing skills too. You know, because there's some things that might seem obvious that you don't do or should do.
Like what?
Like not bring a child to your interview.
Wait a minute, you mean I can't? I got babysitting issues. You mean I can't bring little Ray Ray?
No, you can't bring little Ray Ray.
Leave little Ray Ray at home.
Leave little Ray Ray at home.
Okay.
And that might seem very, you know, like a hyperbole, but talking to a friend who hires people, she was like, You
That's
would
what
be
she sees?
surprised. Yes.
Oh, he sees. That's what
She
he
sees.
Okay.
Babies, flip-flops, jeans, like your midriff showing a little bit, certain makeup, you know, that might be for a Saturday night versus an interview. So we're going to handle, of course, the big obvious things, but just little cool secrets. Like, for instance, I learned in college, if you don't know the answer to something, you know how sometimes we just try to speak fast and like we know it, but if you don't know, take a second. You know, let me think about that for a second. Take a few seconds and then answer versus just having a quick response.
That's how politicians answer every question they don't know. I've watched them. Say, could you give me the answer on this? Well,
like your president, no.
hey. He has an answer for everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he has an answer. But you said you weren't going to talk politics.
Okay, I'm not. But
next time you come on, you talk politics. Because we had disagreement. You said, I'm not going to talk politics.
I know, I did say that. But him, Trump, he's a very...
Let's keep it right. Let's keep it right. We want to leave on a high note.
Yeah.
You heard my conversation earlier during part 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't want you to get in no kind of trouble, because if I'm in trouble, I don't want to take nobody with me that don't want to
go. I'm always for the truth.
All right. I see. Black Lives Matter.
Always for the truth.
Okay. So let's look into that camera right there. You good. I understand you an actor, you know. That's something else I got an issue with. How come women have to be actresses but not actors? You know, if you're a doctor, if you're a woman doctor, they don't call you a doctress.
You know, I don't necessarily care if I'm called an actor or an actress.
You just want to be called good at it, right?
Yeah, I want to be great.
All right, let's look into the camera and say, well, hey, tell them what they need to be at.
Yes. So on July 14th, that is this Saturday at 1 p.m. through 4 p.m., we are having our first Pass the Torch event. Be there. If you are 18 through 22 or even 25, if you just need somewhere to get some answers, get some connections, get a new outfit, we got you. So please come. Let us give to you, because I believe in you. I want you to live the life of your dreams.
We both believe in you.
We believe in you.
All right, Commish Radio Show. This was our Tuesday special, and we're about to go off the air. But meanwhile, you know, we just want you to go ahead and stay up. You know, be informed. You know, there's a saying about stay woke. You know, I want to go ahead and extend that. If you're going to stay woke, what you're going to do once you awaken? Don't just stay woke and sit there. Stay woke and do something. All right, Jesse, let's take us home, man.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Woodley, and I'm the owner of Center of Attraction Hair Gallery. And when I want to be informed about what's going on within the DFW communities, I tune in every Saturday to the Commish Radio Show with Ed Gray from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Join us.
I know it's the only way to go. And if I keep walking, I'm